We were warned that episode 4 was going to go so far off the rails for Starfleet Academy. It was going to make 1 through 3 look like competent, non-woke Star Trek. And yes, we were treated with this today, as we now have a gay, neurodivergent immigrant Klingon. Please clap, everybody. This is representation, and that's what matters. We'll get into the review of Starfleet Academy Episode 4, the cringiest one yet, in just a moment. Please hit the like and subscribe button and join us here. My name is John Delarose. I am a sci-fi author, and I come at this from mostly a writing perspective, and I developed this Space Fleet Academy kind of as a joke at first, and then I got into some real science fiction, and oh my gosh, I have a beautiful setting that's really, really good. I'm now about 65% done with writing the first draft of this. I'm updating you guys every single day as I get closer to that 100% goal. And this is what an academy should be in a science fiction setting. You guys are going to love this, and I don't want you to miss it. And if you don't find my YouTube channel again, that would be sad because you might miss it. So I will urge you to sign up for my newsletter, which is where I do my authorly business. And I'm an author first, YouTuber second. And you get 3 free books for signing up. You get to stay in touch with me. And I always respond to everybody as best I can when people email me back too. And also, you will know when I release this book, so you won't miss it. So check it out, guys. It's in the description below. Space Fleet Academy coming soon. No gay, neurodivergent, transgender, immigrant Klingons are in my book. I promise you that. It's in the description below. That's the bar now. That is the bar. Thank you for being here. All right. So this is episode 4, which Trek Movie, the show site, says as a USS Athena battle and trailer for this. They don't have a review up yet on the site, I don't think. I like to use them because they have usually have some good images on their web pages, but that's what we'll get to this here. So I saw this clip the other day, which was about this was their sort of a deal, a promo deal here, and of course you can't. I don't want to play the whole thing on YouTube because you get in trouble even for playing promos and stuff like that. The promo actually looked like we had a real Klingon-centric, epic sort of thing building in this. And that was not exactly the case of what they presented within this. I liked this trailer. If this trailer was more accurate, there's a catastrophe going on in the Klingon Empire. We're going to go out and deal with it, and we need your help because you're a Klingon. What a neat plot that would have been. No, that's not the case in what's happening in episode 4 here. In this one, we have a debate class going on. And Robert Picardo, the doctor, for some reason, is the guy who is moderating the debate class. I guess, but the medical classes, he doesn't do that now. We're doing debate. And they debate Starfleet policy and stuff like that. It starts out in a really silly way where, they add in all these Easter eggs to and they say this is for the old fans because you get a reference thrown at you here and there, we're dumb seals to clap for a name being dropped. And so this one is clapping seals. That's what we're supposed to be. And they got one. They call it the Judge Satie debate format or something like that. And it's like, okay, yes, again, this is some random judge from 700 years ago who did a couple things. Would he be remembered at this point in history and have things named after him? Doesn't quite make sense in the context of what we have going on here, but hey, again, we're just supposed to clap for these. And they also mentioned a USS Riker in the episode. Yay. Yay, Riker. Remember Riker? Yeah. And that's what they do to pacify the fans as they bastardize and destroy the Klingon Empire, the Klingon culture, turn them into just stupid idiots, and then make everything gay in the process. So like I said, this is the episode where it is going to go full political, and that is what they promised in this. Let's see if I can get something that has better images of the episode in here. I've got my Twitter. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, I usually live post this stuff as I'm watching it in the mornings of the episodes. So here is our ya boy Jay Den. And this is the actor posted this clip here that he's proud of, and it goes back and forth between the debate process and then which he's got anxiety attacks because he can't speak in public, and the Klingon situation has him flipped out. Yes, Klingon with anxiety attacks. It's like please make it stop. And then it goes back to his history when he was with his people. Now, when we're with his people, the first reveal is that he says, "My fathers," plural. And we see that his Klingon family is a throuple with two dudes and a mother. Yes. So last week we got treated with underwater polycule for the Persian Derem cadet to be involved in. Now he is growing up in a Klingon throuple. There's not anybody in the entire Federation or beyond in the galaxy in the 31st century who is not some portion of gay. that is where we're at. All of them are, right? It's so nuts. And it's just like, oh gosh, this is so cringy. Why would you do this? And he doesn't want to fight. His brother is down to hunt, and they're basically just like sitting in a forest somewhere. I guess the Klingons don't have houses anymore and don't have technology anymore. They're just like foraging in forests and stuff like that, like they're savages, and which is kind of interesting because the whole point of this whole situation is Klingons have to be immigrants, and it's very obviously referencing the Somali immigrants and stuff like that. It's like, so are you calling black people savages that lose their technology and like have to be refugees? Pretty insulting, Star Trek. Yes, that's where we're at today. And so that's what this has in the background. He doesn't want to fight. He's like basically a Klingon vegan. It's just a whiny sort of annoying thing that happens during this entire episode. So as it goes along, they get their debates and they're gonna do their debates. And of course they make the joke, they're so edgy. He goes, "I'm a master debater." One of the guys in there. It's like, okay, this is 1994 and we're 5 years old again. The writers are just like the lowest common denominator of everything. So Derem here starts to help the Klingon center himself by chanting some Klingon stuff. It doesn't make sense. Like, why does he know that? And then they get really close like this and breathe together to stop the anxiety. These are men. Okay, right. Got to remind you. And so it's very obvious that they're implying that this is going to go in some sort of homosexual direction with this, just like everything else in this stupid show. And so now we have Klingons are in a catastrophe. They're going to have to immigrate to the Federation. There's debate classes. He's neurodivergent and anxiety. He's pretty gay in the whole process as well. Oh my gosh, can it get any worse than this? And yes, the answer is yes, because it's Starfleet Academy. And as it goes on, it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse. So that's all I posted in terms of things this morning to talk about this fourth episode. Maybe Trek Central has something that I can put up on my screen real quick. As this goes on, it gets even stupider, if that's possible. And here it is. The best episode? Yeah, they love it because here's the reason that Trek Central and the Shills love it. It's political. Everyone's gay. And so they don't even care if it makes any sense. So while this is going on, Holly Hunter, the like least professional chancellor they could have possibly hired, who usually is just showed with her feet up and on her back and, in every meeting. This episode, she doesn't do that. Wow. First time she ever stands on 2 feet. And she meets with like a Klingon to try to... This is the weirdest part about all this. The Klingons don't want to immigrate, okay? They're being told, they're like, no, we're not doing that. We're not taking your dumb Federation charity F off, right? And there's a couple points. Like I said, the Klingons just act dumb during this. If their planet's blowing up, well, they have to go somewhere, right? It doesn't make any sense. Second, his brother starts dying from a wound, and Jaden in the flashbacks goes, "Let me get a dermal regenerator." And they're like, "No, we're not using that Federation technology. Let him die." And I get it. The Klingons don't like medical stuff or whatever. But, come on. This has been a technology they've had for 700-800 years as well. Why would you call it Federation technology and the like? It doesn't make sense. Again. So whatever. Everything just kind of breaks down once you start to think about it. And the debate scenes are just stupid debates where it's like a montage where they're playing kind of that half hip hop music in the background again for the young people. And it's just like, oof, it's painful. Now, Akbar, whatever her name is, goes out and she tries to convince the leader of the Klingons to migrate to the Federation. Because they have to force immigration. The white saviors have to force the immigrants to immigrate to the Federation. It's so absurd. It's like, what? And she tries to sleep with him. They have a past or whatever, and he loves her, and it's cringy on that level too. Next, that doesn't work. So what they do is Jaden is like, I must remain Klingon, and it's all about being seen. I feel seen, right? He even says, I feel seen at some point. You're the one person who sees me, right? And then on top of that, it's all about identity, right? And Klingons must be Klingon. Federation must be Federation. It must be on my terms, right? And they act like this is like some profound statement, right? It's like, yes, you stated your identity. You are a Klingon. Congratulations. We could see it on your freaking forehead. If you told us you identified as a Tellarite, we might think that you're mentally ill. Correct. It's absurd that they make these like identity statements like it's some profound thing. And I think that's what they think that the modern audience kids these days want, because they're trying to get to that lowest common denominator of the stupidest people possible, who might be the people who work at Trek Central and do these reviews. So next, they realize that they have to force the Klingons to immigrate, and the Klingons aren't going to take charity. They want conquest and all that. So they set up an intentional provocation of the Klingon. Again, this is Starfleet. This is a Starfleet captain, chancellor of a Starfleet Academy. Why is she setting up a provocation of war when she's supposed to be just teaching students? This is freaking stupid. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And again, this is a very, very risky thing. And the Klingons are just stupid. Again, they have to just be stupid because they don't care. They're going to have the fake war with the Federation so they can win the planet, even though it was all fake. And since it's fake, they can now accept it because they conquered the planet, and now they can immigrate to the Federation like good people. Yes. So this breaks down on a lot of levels, obviously. One, the Klingons didn't get any glory or honor or any actual battle out of that because it was a fake battle. And they would know that because are they that stupid that they don't understand it's a fake battle? It doesn't make any sense. Second, again, we have a Starfleet Academy chancellor causing this interstellar incident. What the hell? I mean, this is nuts. This woman needs to be in jail. I mean, what a nut job. It just doesn't make any sense on that level either. And all because they want to tell us that immigration is good. We need to accept refugees. Not only that, but I guess the whole message is we need to tell the rest of Somalia that's not coming to Minnesota yet that they have to come to Minnesota, and we're going to actually threaten violence in a way to force their hand, to kind of force them to do it. It's really weird, and this is how far they go with their political messaging. That's just absolutely crazy. So now all the identity shit's all on the Klingon stuff. We've got the immigrant shit. It's just shit the show. It's a shit show. That's what we've got here for episode 4. Whew, I didn't think it could get worse, but it really, really has. And now everybody's gay. Leave a comment down below. I didn't touch that much on the Klingon throuple because it just speaks for itself. That's it's just a farce what this show is at this point, and that's where we're at. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button and sign up for my newsletter in the description below so you don't miss out on my rebuttal to this. But you don't want to talk about good debate. This is good science fiction, and you guys are going to be very pleased. Thanks for being here. We'll be back soon.